All right, scoot, but we good? I think so. I think we're finally good. All right. I'm gonna be real with you. You're too close to me. I can touch you if I want to. No, you didn't ask for that. I should apologize. You're right. My bad, Bo. My bad. Bound. It's you know, there are some moments and there's some times where, first of all, my head looks huge. I don't like this. I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing it in a second or whatnot. This setup like this, but I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like this at all. Turn this just a little bit down so don't pick up the microphone. My other headphones, my earbuds, they are dead as a doorknob, bro. Um, Golly, bro, where do I even want to start? I'm sitting in this position. I'm at my desk. I'm at like my real work desk. Microphone right here, vamping right here. Can't really see him whatnot that great. Camera behind the table. I'm gonna be real with you. It's Monday. I said this before. I usually don't like recording these on Mondays, the day of, literally hours before I need to get this up. Not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. Had the belts. Sorry. But as we know, yesterday was May 10th, 2026. Yesterday was Mother's Day. Yesterday was Mother's Day. If you don't spend time with the mother, especially when your mother's birthday is also tomorrow. Mother's Day 10th, birthday 12th. She got all my time. As of right now, she got all my time. Yesterday, Sunday, busy day, tired day, flying all over the place, but a good day. A really, really good day. It's a blessing. And I won't talk about this too long, anything like that, because I understand that there are some people that have kind of different relationships with their mom, or just parents in general, or your mom, and you may have maybe a sensitive topic for you for either your mom or your children, whatever the case is. It's not a good day for everybody. You know what I mean? It's not a celebratory day for everybody. So I completely understand. I'm grateful that I could be, in a position to be able to celebrate my mom while she's still here. It's something that I don't take for granted. And if you have lost your mother, or if yesterday was a hard day for you, for whatever the reasons, please know my heart is with you. I'm really, really sorry about that. I'm glad that at the very least you made it through the day. And now you get to be this close up to me. I'm gonna be real with you. So I said this before, I like to have when I stream Saturday, I like to have my stuff already set up, so I'm good to go. Boy, life is lived, recording it Sunday morning. Couldn't record it Sunday morning because I had to go to church. Why'd I go to church? My mother asked me, Caleb, please. Caleb, please. She didn't say it like that. Let me stop before she mess around and see this. But she did ask me, and I have that would be a video. That would definitely be a video. I have an incredibly complicated kind of relationship with church in general, but that church specifically. There's a lot of inner things that it's tough. It's a tough thing. But when you love somebody, sacrifices is a part of love. Sacrificing is a part of love, not just for a parent. It could be for sibling, brother, sister. It could be for a partner, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, friend. It's a part of love. So sometimes you do have to be uncomfortable. Sometimes you got to be put into a position where you may be not. How can I word this? I'll just leave it kind of like what I said. Sometimes you just have to be put in uncomfortable situations for a loved one, and that's okay. That's okay, especially when you know that person would do the same for you. But yesterday, legit, I was out the entire time, all day. I was out, bro, and I got in late. I did not. I didn't feel like recording, even though I probably should have. I didn't feel like I could give my best. So I put everything back, but at the same time, I put it in a way where, if I wanted to go on ahead and do Life is Live, because initially, why am I so bounty? Why am I yelling for? Sorry, you're right here too, right in my face or whatnot. Touch again. Sorry, my bad. You're just right here. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know my life. Long story short, last night when I got home, tired, but I did set this is what I was saying. I set it up in a way where it would be easy. It would be easy just to go on ahead if I wanted to hit record, turn the lights on, all that stuff, hit record, and make it at the very least look decent. I feel like I'm so close to you, bro. I can put my hand on your, hey, like I can do that to you, bro. Whoa. Sorry. Anyways, but yeah, I had everything kind of set up in a way where just hit the stuff and whatnot. We're good to go. And last second, I was like, maybe I should. Maybe I should. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't see the views on this. The only people that usually comment or whatnot, people from my community. Brother man, what's good? Grace, what's good? I know a couple of y'all others watching, but just in terms of the interaction, the people who will see this and all that stuff. Sometimes you really, what? This is what I'll yap about. I won't yap. I'm a close. No, I'm good. But I will try my best not to be long, because I do want to get this in a good time, and I also want to make sure that I kind of keep it simple, because it will be a bit more added to this, because I got more different ideas I want to include. I don't know if I have mentioned on before on here on stream what the case was, but Unspoken Hero, that series, that kind of idea, I want to incorporate that. Something about what you are proud of, incorporate something like in here. We'll figure it out. Got a lot of ideas, got them all written down, just gotta do them. But yeah, going back to what I was saying initially, I don't know if I said that word right, but initially I was just gonna let it go for this week. But then it just hit me, and I was like, it might be best to show up. If there's one thing that I have learned doing streams and all that stuff, on my worst days, on my absolute worst days, showing up means something to somebody. And when you have that point of view kind of unlocked, you have that perspective, you have that knowledge, it is a bit more difficult to be like, I'm gonna sit this one out, especially when you can do it. Not even necessarily, you really need to rest in, like you can do it, you know what I mean? Like you can, but you just kind of choose not to, just kind of choose to sit this one out, which sometimes it's a good thing to do, because again, you need to rest, you need to be able to have days to yourself, have time to yourself. Your life can't always be about the mission. It can't always be about the mission. It can't always be about what you're doing or whatnot, or even what you're striving to. It's you can't do that. You can't live like that. You can't, because that's not living at all. I think one thing I hate, I might have mentioned this somewhere on the different things that I've done. I don't like society in terms of how we go about things. I don't like this hustle culture, grinding all the time. I don't. I really truly don't, because it leaves no room for living. It leaves absolutely no room for living. But if my presence is important to somebody, if I can help make one person's day a bit better, make a moment a bit better, it's worth it. It really, really is. That's in my years of doing content, just in general, this really is an incredible different age that I am in doing content stuff, because a part of me is used to more of like of interactions and all that stuff and messaging people and everything like that. Though I feel like now in this time, it's much more what's the word I'm looking for? Heavier, much more heavier than it was before. In terms of like the busyness, you know what I mean? Well, that's not true. I take that back because I feel like I'm more busy now. But I guess in terms of just the interactions and all, so I'll put it like that. You know, sometimes you can look at those things and everything like that. But one thing I have learned is that, you know, the metrics and all that stuff, the things that they give you, the interactions and everything like that, to make you to make you know, I guess on the content side or whatnot, in terms of your stuff getting pushed and all that stuff, um, you know, you're doing good. One thing that it cannot measure is the impact, you know, that it does and it leaves and it has on people. I feel like this age now that I'm in with, you know, content, everything like that. I call this my fisherman arc. I wrote a book. Probably didn't, you know, I don't even know about to sit on here or whatnot. But I wrote a book just kind of more so embracing the role that I feel like I have. It's different. It's very, very different. But, you know, as I do, you know, just kind of chill out here on the boat, you know, just drifting wherever I go to, just casting whatever I can. You know, if it's one fist, if it's one soul that I can help each and every day. That's what's important. There was something, I was watching Naruto, and I think it was it Sakura? It might have been. Let me see. She said something that I wrote down. Okay, I wrote this, what day? New Year's Eve. Really interesting. I wrote this down. That Sakura said. I don't know what the scene was, anything like that. Sakura. Sakura. I think I rolled the tongue. I don't know if you're supposed to, whatnot. I do it automatically though. I'm sorry. But anyways, in the I think it was one of the scenes where she was kind of like fighting on her own, and she was kind of, you know, because usually you have like, you know, Naruto or Sasuke, you know, kind of, or somebody kind of helping out and all that stuff. But I think it was just solely her in this instance. But she said, "Worse than death is a life that helps no one." And I remember I wrote that down because I said, "Oh boy!" First of all, cooking, freaking love Naruto. I don't know why it took me so long to watch Naruto. I guess because I was a Dragon Ball Z kid. I was a huge Dragon Ball Z kid. And when I say Dragon Ball Z, like from Saiyan arc to Cell, to Boo. I watched Super. Was it last year? I started watching Super a couple years ago, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just. I think it was Gohan. At the time, I think it was Gohan. Because Gohan is my. I'm gonna really. This is gonna be really quick. Gohan was my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z because I love Cell arc so much. It's one of my favorite arcs. It's one of my favorite storytelling things. You know, a kid who does not want to fight, anything like that, but when he's pushed to literally he has no choice. He has no choice if he wants to, you know, protect the ones that he loves and all that stuff. It's done so beautifully. It's done so beautifully. But when I kind of saw, and in that moment when, you know, he defeated Cell and everything like that with the father-son, I really thought Gohan was going to be the one. In terms of like, you know, like the, you know, on the scale of like, you know, Goku, Vegeta, I really thought like Gohan, and technically he kind of is, but well, he has the potential to be, but being the way he was being portrayed at the time, like when I saw him, which makes sense. He was a nerdy kid and all that stuff, you know. Chi wanted him in the academics and everything like that, and he was living a good life. This is really selfish of me. He was living a good life, wife, kid, everything like that. And he got mopped up by somebody highly early on. I don't remember I think he was like in Super Saiyan 2 as well. It was in Super Saiyan 1 or 2. Oh boy, got mopped up. But anyways, this is completely unimportant. Naruto. Go, but it's on the board, not as important. Naruto though. Going back to what Sakura said, worse than death is a life that helps no one. And I remember when I wrote that down because it's what I want to do. For a long time, it's really what I wanted to do. For a long time, it's what I wanted to do. I didn't know it was going to be in this way. I didn't know how it was going to be done, but I did. I really, really did. And this fisherman kind of arc that I feel like I'm on has really made me see and understand the importance and the value of one's presence. Simply just showing up. Which is, I guess, kind of the main thing that I kind of want to get to. The importance of showing up. It's tough because a lot of times I'm like, who am I? Like legitimately, who am I? Who am I to make anybody feel good? That has the ability to make somebody feel seen, heard, felt, understood. That I am somebody that somebody looks forward to listen to yap, even on stream. That's why I still can't get it really in my head that people show up and sit there with me for hours to listen to me yap, play games, whatever the case is. There is somebody out there that thinks I'm pretty cool. And I don't know. Look, I've struggled a lot with insecurities and all that stuff. You know, just growing up and everything like that. So, I mean, obviously this could be, you know, kind of side effect kind of things or whatever, or just kind of, you know, just things from your past and all that stuff just kind of still sticking to you in some way, even though you are better. Just kind of, I don't know what this was, but just kind of still sticking around or showing its head in some way. So that, for me, that's what it could be. But I'm incredibly grateful. And I don't know, man. I really don't. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm glad you're here. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm really, 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 really glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being here with me in this moment. I didn't even really say it because I just kind of really legit jumped into it. It's either gonna be halfway the video done or it's about to be over. I don't know just yet. But Life is Leb. Life is Leb. Is it 9? I love this series so much. I allow myself just to really yap and not like, you know, I allow that, which is good. You know, it's really important. Because sometimes you just need to have a place and a space, a safe place, a place and a space for you, just to be you, bro. Just to be you, just to do the things that you enjoy to do and all that stuff. Sometimes we just put too much pressure on ourselves, all the time, daily. Find time, even if you're yapping by yourself, if you're yapping on camera, if you're yapping in your diary. That's how I feel like kind of like this series is for me. It's like my, you know, diary, whatever the case is. But it's important to leave room for you to be human, if that makes sense. And sometimes what you might say may not make sense. Sometimes what you do might not make sense. Whatever the case is, express. The figures that express. That's the most important thing. I think that's the great thing about. Sometimes I feel like I repeat a lot of the same stuff, but I'm just saying it anyways. I think that's one of the cool things really about our gifts in life and all that stuff. We have the ability to be able to express, and that's really, really cool, bro. That's really, really, really cool. Anyways, I hope you're well. I hope you're doing well. Real quick, kind of health update, diet update. I'm struggling. I ain't struggling in terms of like I'm getting more of like. Okay. Well, let me say this real quick. In terms of, you know, the eating well and all that stuff, still doing that, still doing pretty good. But the temptation, I'm trying not to just yet. Like in terms of like getting like sweets, hamburger, even though that's good protein and all that stuff. But stuff like that I used to get, I'm trying to hold out just a little bit longer. I feel myself getting to a good place where I am more disciplined, which I just think is important to have in every area of your life, truly. But the discipline is good. I'm not quite there just yet, so I want to grab a cookie. But I'm gonna tell you this real quick. Yesterday was Mother's Day. My mom is one of the pastors at the church, so everybody loves her, adores her like they should, right? Somebody gave her a little gray bag. Now I'm helping her, taking care of stuff and everything like that. And I see something sticking out the gray bag. Now I ain't nosy. I'm not looking into what they getting her and all that stuff. But I saw a little bit and I was like, that looked familiar. That looked real familiar. So I'm wiggling my way over there. See it sticking more and more out the bag. Well, put it like this. I see more and more of what it is because the closer I get, the more I'm just, looking over like that. And I can't believe my eyes. Actually, I can, but I can't believe it. It's right there in front of me. Not even just one, but two. 2 packets of this. If you watch Stream, if you know Stream and anything like that, you've seen me eat this before. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that one of the greatest things ever invented, besides cookout, besides sweet tea, in that bag was 2 beautiful, luxurious, nutty buddy bars. I start sweating, armpits wet. I don't like the wet. I don't like the, give me a second. I don't. Hold on. This. Where's the hole at? Wait. I don't like the way that this is going, but I'm being real with you though. What is it? What's the saying or whatnot? Belize said it before. Some need spaghetti, weak, something like that. That's how it was. In that bag was 2 nutty buddies. My mom wasn't around, she wasn't looking, but I was. My hand was trembling right towards the nutty buddy. I could have stole it. I could. So I did. For like 5 seconds. And then I felt bad. And now I threw it back into the bag. And instead of that, I got a protein shake instead. That gave me 30 grams of calories of protein. I cried. I took the bottle or whatnot and I put it to my mouth and I was like that. That might have been bad. But I did whatever I did. And I cried. I didn't cry, but I was hurt. But I was also proud. Because again, discipline. Because I tell you what, that thing was probably mine. But I used to get the box of them. I used to come like, I think it was like 6 of them. I used to get a box of them. Those and the honey buns. I tell you what, bro, those 2 things are my weakness. But I always said too, if you ever see me eating the honey buns on Stream, it's getting bad. It's getting real bad. It's getting real bad. That's like, there's good comfort food, and then there's comfort food that you just know that you should not be eating. Honey buns is bad for me. So if you ever see me eating those, it ain't looking good, Chief. It ain't looking good. But all in all, in terms of health, diet, I feel much better. I feel great. I really do. Like that's why too. When it came to doing the Life is Lib video now, it's like it's not that I don't have the energy, because like I feel like I got more energy than I used to. Just eating all the heavy food, the carbs and all that stuff. So much sodium. I don't know if I said this before on the last Life is Lib, but I was looking at the nutritional facts of Cookout, and it broke my heart. It did, man. It broke my heart. I tell you what, I should have been. Living in ignorance truly is bliss. Because I tell you what, I didn't start feeling the calories and the sodium until I read it. All them years of cookout, it hit me in one time. Smack, sweating, armpits. What I go through that again. But overall, we're doing good with that. We're doing good. I'm more so just kind of maintaining now. I don't want to lose. I ain't got too much to lose anyways in terms of like weight. Like I don't, you know, I don't want to be, unless I want to be any smaller, because I'm already, you know, not like, I'm already pretty small in terms of like, I got, well, how can I put this? I'm definitely gaining more muscle. That I do know. But even in terms of like body fat and all that stuff, I don't really necessarily want to lose that. I think where I'm at in terms of like weight and all that stuff is a good place. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's a good place. I got a range that I want to try to keep myself in, but overall I'm pretty good. So all that stuff, we're doing good. And I thank God, because there'll be some days I don't know what to eat. That's one of the hardest things about adulting in general. I can't stand trying to figure out something to eat. I hated it when I wasn't really on this like health journey and all that stuff. I hated it, bro. I couldn't stand it for nothing. Cause it's just like everything. Everything's just the same thing. And it's a burden to try to figure out. You're trying to that's why meal planning is important, and I do really need to lock in with that. I need to get better with that. But just even in general, I feel like if I meal plan and all that stuff, like when I get to the day or the time I'm supposed to eat that, I'm not gonna want that. Who gonna want this? So now really I'm just trying to eat just to get, you know, what I need in, you know, not necessarily like full, because I don't like the feeling of being full. Me personally, I don't like that. That's why Thanksgiving come around, my family, they be going at it. And I'm like, how do y'all do this? Like every year. Diabetes and everything. Okay, flying for doodle bro. Anyways, health we're doing good. That's the update for that. Not really too much anything else that I can really think of that I would like to say or yap. I'm looking at the time and I don't even know how I made it to 27 minutes. I can't believe that. The king of yapping about nothing. There is one thing that I want to say to you though before I go. There's many different ways that I feel like I can put it, but I'll just kind of put it in a way where what I was saying earlier about showing up. Hopefully you will. I need to, hopefully you will though. The importance of showing up. The importance of, you know, your face being seen, your presence. It really is. It goes much further than what you really think. And I don't know fully maybe what you think about yourself. I don't know, you know, in terms of like the insecurities you may have about yourself, the things that you don't like, the things that you may like about yourself, the parts that you just absolutely despise, whether it's, you know, something physical about yourself, something you may have done in the past, actions and things like that. Look, it's a lot of different things it could be, which honestly, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. When you live, that stuff just racks up, you know, that's just a part of living. It is. It's a part of living. It's a part of the experience of this journey that we're all on. Don't feel bad. Don't in that way. Don't feel bad. Don't like, you know, shame yourself or, you know, anything like that. Because that's not going to do anything good. But two, you don't deserve that. You don't. You don't deserve that. What I just kind of want you to maybe just think about. Again, anytime that I yap, anytime that I talk, it's never a thing where I'm trying to tell you, unless it's, you know, Jesus Christ. I'm never trying to tell you what I think is the gospel. I'll never try to tell you what I think is the truth. When it comes to this life, it's far too much bigger, far too much greater than what I think it will ever, what I can ever imagine it to be. I got a perspective. I got a point of view. You got a perspective. You got a point of view. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it is. We all get to be a part and be able to experience this wonderful, beautiful thing that we all get to breathe in and call life. So, I'll never say, you need to do this, you need to do that, or this is exactly what it is, because it's a great chance it's not. It's a great chance it's not. If I can just come from my point of view and my perspective and what I just maybe would like to offer, maybe take some time to really reevaluate how you might look at yourself or how you might view yourself. Am I being too harsh on myself? Am I being too soft on myself? Am I taking something that was in the past that I did and I made a decision? Am I looking at it from a perspective where I made the wrong choice, or did I do the best I can with the choices that I had? Did I really do all that I could do? Could I have done this differently? Could I have done that differently? Could I have, maybe said something different, acted differently? Or was I doing the best that I could in that moment? I just think that we all need to get to a point when we are getting older. We're living life more, experiencing life more. And I say this as, just getting older in my late 20s and all that stuff. I think it's sometimes good to take a step back and just kind of see where you are now, see how much you've grown, see, maybe things you still need to work on and all that stuff, but be proud. Be proud of where you are now, how far you have come. See how much that there is much further to go to. Sometimes that can be scary. That wasn't the first. That's not the word that I wanted to use, but I think that word can still work. Sometimes it can be scary. Sometimes it can be intimidating. That's the one thing. It can be intimidating because sometimes you may feel or think that, man, I still got so much more to go. While that can be something that's difficult for you to wrap your head around, I hope on the flip side you take much joy in that, in knowing that there's much more to go, that there's so much more to go, much more to experience in this life. Not all of it is bad. It's not all of it is bad. Not all of it is bad. Don't be afraid because of past things. Don't be afraid of maybe what you feel right now in this moment to keep moving forward. Don't ever be afraid of that. Don't ever project maybe what you can see now for what the unknown of tomorrow holds. We don't ever know. We don't ever know. It could very well be the same old, same old. It could be the very thing that honestly you may fear the most. Whatever it is, I just want you to know that it will be okay. It will all be okay. It will all be okay. There is nothing that can happen that will ever I'll put it like this. Your life will always be worth living. Your life will always be worth living. There is nothing that can happen. There is nothing that can change that. Your life will always be worth living. Despite how difficult and how hard things may seem, do not ever lose that desire to live. Don't ever lose that. Keep fighting. Keep trying new things. Keep trying to be a better person. At the end of the day, that is all that we can be. We can be better than what we were yesterday. But thank God that we have the hope of tomorrow and the possibility that it will all be okay. Actually, not just the possibility, but the reassurance that no matter what, every little thing in the end is going to be okay. Take some time. Be proud of yourself. Celebrate how amazing you are. Understand how important you just showing up is. If your presence here in this life already makes a difference, imagine what you mean to your loved ones. Imagine what you mean to your family and your friends. And if you feel alone, imagine what you mean to me. Imagine what you mean to me. I thank you for being here. I thank you very much so for being alive. Do not ever lose the courage. Do not ever lose that strength. Because in the end, it will all be okay. In the end, it will all be okay. I'm going to go. Cannot believe this thing is 36 minutes. It could be like a minute less. I don't know what the case is. Just depending on when I hit the record button. But good grief, I thank you for being here with me. I really do. You make everything worth it. You make it all worth it. You make it all worth it. One of my favorite scriptures is to leave the 99 and go for the one. I hope and I pray that however this video could be of help, if it could do any good, I really pray that it could have reached the one. I'm happy to be alive. And I'm happy to be alive with you. Pinky promise. We'll both see each other again. Stream. What any other things I do. Hopefully life is lit. One of my favorite things. This and stream. I hope I see you there. But two of my favorite things ever. And I thank you always for the moment and the time you give me. Love you up, down. Diagonal sideways will be bad for a very, very long time. For the longest time, actually. Unconditionally in every single freaking way. That is to the end of the line. That is to the moon and back. That it is toward you. Yeesh, Libidish. Mahal Kita. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. Be good. Be good.